Hello guys. This is Loganathan from Nilavad Software Solutions, and we are going to see about basics of programming using C. Okay. So for now, let us move into the. First we need to know what is programming is, right? So programming is a tool to communicate with computer, right? So why we need a programming language? Because the thing is, let's assume that there is two persons, okay? There is two persons who are going to communicate with each other. So there will be a medium, right? Which is a language. Maybe it will be a Tamil, English, or whatever it is. But that language need to be understandable to the speaker and also to the listener, right? So when we are creating applications, we are trying to communicate with machines. So as we know, machines know only binary language. So we can able to speak to the machines using binary language, but it is very hard and it is very a lengthy process to write everything in binary language and feed into the machine. So instead of that, we as a programmer, we found many languages which evolves from binary language, that is a machine level language, to the now using modern languages. Okay, so now the thing is, we the first modern language which is going to be more understandable to human and also more easy to understand for a machine is C programming, which is invented by Dennis Ritchie. So yes, we are not more into that history. Okay, so now if we need to write a program is nothing but a solution for a problem. Okay, a program is nothing but a solution for a problem. So if we need to write a solution, then we need to write it step by step, right? So there is a concept called as algorithm. So mostly everyone knows this one. Okay, so there is something called as algorithm. So algorithm is a step-by-step procedure to solve a problem or performing a task. Okay. So this algorithm, so it is a step-by-step procedure to solve a problem or performing a task. Okay. So now this algorithm need to be very clear. So this algorithm need to be, say the first one, algorithm need to be very clear, right? So second thing, this algorithm need to be finite. That is, finite means there is your procedure need to end somewhere. It won't move into an infinite loop. Okay, so if it starts somewhere, then it need to end somewhere. It is finiteness. And third one, it need to be more effective. That is, it need to be very precise and it need to be to the point it is. Okay, so let us try to write an algorithm for adding two numbers. Okay, so let's say I need to add two numbers. Okay, now if I need to add two numbers, then I need to get value from the user, right? And then I need to add it and I need to store it somewhere. And then I need to show the result to the user. Then I need to close my program, right? So the first step of algorithm, okay, say I'm going to write algorithm for adding two numbers. Okay, so my first step of algorithm is I need to start my program, right? Anyway, I need to start my program. Always this is going to be the first step, right? So now the step two. So once I start the program, I need to get two inputs from the user, right? So I need to get input to numbers, and I'm going to store that number A and B. Okay, once I get two numbers, now I'm going to add these two numbers, right? I'm going to add these two numbers, right? So add the numbers. Once I added these two numbers, my next step is, so if I added two numbers, then I need to store it somewhere, right? So I need to store the result in a variable, right? So in a variable. So here I'm going to have a variable sum. Okay. And once I have added and stored the variable in sum, then I need to show or I need to display the sum to the user, right? So I need to display sum to the user. I need to display sum to the user, right? So once I done this, my program is getting over, then I need to stop my execution, right? So my step 6 is I need to stop my execution, right? So hope you understood. So this is how we will write an algorithm, right? So algorithm is going to be uh, very precise, and it is going to be very clear, and it will be some steps of instructions, right? So now we need to change this algorithm into the code. But before we are changing it into the code, we are going to change the things into something called as pseudocode. Okay. So there is something called as pseudocode where we can change our algorithm into a partial code it is. Okay. So let us know what is pseudocode is. Okay. So there is something called as pseudocode. Pseudocode is a plain English representation of an algorithm. Okay. So it is a plain English representation of algorithm. Okay. But it is not actually the code. Okay. It is not actual code, but it is, but it is very close enough to the code. And it can be, it can be easily converted into a code it is, right? So this is pseudocode. So now the thing is how we can write a pseudocode. Okay. So let us convert the above algorithm into a pseudocode. Okay. Algorithm is step-by-step process and pseudocode is a partial code. Okay. That is, it is an English representation of your code. It is. Okay. English representation of your code. Okay. So now let us start because the pseudocode has all those indentations and keywords. Okay. So let us write a pseudocode to add two numbers. So anyway, so we are going to start. Here it is, begin is the keyword to start. Once we begin, now to get an input, we have a keyword read, and we are going to read A and B. Okay. Once we had A and B, we are going to create a variable sum, right? So in variable sum, I'm going to add A plus B. Once I added a plus b, I need to display it using print it is, right? So in print, I'm going to say sum equal to, and I'm going to say it is variable sum. So once everything is done, I have begun the program and now I need to end my code. Okay. So this is the pseudocode for the algorithm what we have written. Okay. Hope you understood what is pseudocode and what is algorithm and how to write an algorithm and how to write a pseudocode. Right. So let us see the next one, that is how to write a C program and how to write command lines in C program in our next video. Okay. So bye bye friends.